Okay, so it's June 7th, 2025, and we're here in Kimberley, BC at the unveiling of the Service Dog Monument. And I'm here with Cindy Postnikoff. She's a facilitator with Military Aims. How's it going, Cindy?
Good, thank you.
Good. Well, thank you for this memorial. So, could you tell us a little bit about it and what it's all about?
Well, what it's all about is to create an awareness and educate people about the importance of service dogs for our veterans and first responders, how they're helping people that come back and the war continues for them. And we just really wanted to make people aware of how important these dogs are.
Right, right. So, is this something that's really a unique thing, or is there other monuments like this elsewhere?
There are monuments across the country, of course, in Ottawa, but we are, I would say, pioneering
Yeah.
this awareness. Service dogs are becoming more and more prevalent because, yeah, and more and more recognized. We're seeing them out in the public more, and we just find that there's a lot of people that don't understand what these dogs do and how they're keeping our veterans and our communities safe.
Right. So this is going to help draw some awareness in the community, and it's something that's going to be here a long-lasting thing. It's going to be here for years to come. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's right. And we're hoping that the focus here is going to be that people are going to stop and actually read the plaques and garner some awareness
yeah.
of what this is all about.
So
Um,
this take quite a few years to put together, or
it took us just about 3 years to get here. It's been a long, grueling process, and we had a lot to overcome, but we overcame.
okay. So is there any other key things you'd like to mention about it, or does that pretty much sum it up?
Well, I'd like to invite people to come down and take the time, and it'll give people a little more insight on how to respond when they do see someone with a service dog.
Yeah.
And most of all, I'd like to shout out a thank you to these service canines that are keeping our veterans and first responders safe.
Okay, that's very good. And I understand that after the unveiling here, there's going to be a memorial over here for a veteran that recently took his life.
We are going to move from the Service Dog Park here over to the Kimberley Veteran Memorial Park, which is just across the street. And we'll be having an act of remembrance. And of course, that entails remembering the people who have sacrificed. And we're also remembering a brother to these veterans who recently succumbed to the demons of PTSD and took his own life. And that'll be part of it, yes.
Okay, Cindy. Well, thank you very much. And we're going to watch for the unveiling, and hopefully people will come down and check it out. Go for it. Okay, so I'm here with Rosalind Bird, and she is a 23-year veteran with the Navy and the MLA for Revelstoke, is it?
No, Prince George Vailmont.
Prince George Vailmont.
But I am actually also the military and veteran liaison for the official opposition.
I see. Very good. So today at the Service Dog Monument unveiling, what part do you have here today?
I just came to participate, so the local MLA, Scott McInnes, who actually just arrived, had told me about this, and it was something I wanted to be part of.
Yeah.
So I think there needs to be better representation here in the province, and better communication with the provincial government to the federal government about resources that veterans are lacking. And service dogs is absolutely one of them. Service dogs are not funded through Veterans Affairs. That is a change that I would like to see, and it is one I will be advocating for in my role. We have a brand new Veterans Affairs minister with the new government, and so one of my priorities is to reach out to her and have some conversations around challenges that veterans, not just in BC but across the country, are having.
Right, that's very good. So I understand that you have a service dog yourself.
I have a dog, and now I did not certify him as a service dog. However, the purpose when I got him was to have a service dog. However, Some of the training takes a long time.
Yeah.
There's only a few companies that do that type of training, so there was a long wait, and I had the dog about 8 months before the training came up, and my mental health had changed so significantly having a dog that was my constant companion. I personally made the choice just to let him be a dog, but he does all of the same things a service dog would do. He sticks to my side if I have nightmares. He calms me down. He lets me know when I'm ramping up. Like, he'll grab my arm and say, okay, it's time to go somewhere else. And I am quite honest about this. If I did not have that dog, I don't think I would be here today. So
that's amazing.
these dogs play a vital role with some veterans. Overcoming or managing PTSD is very similar to addictions. Everybody does it in their own way.
Right.
So some people take up a hobby, some people get a dog, some people use medication, some people use a combination thereof, and so everybody needs to find their own little niche on, how they feel like they can function again when they are overcoming these very traumatic injuries.
Yeah, so this is a very important thing, and we're hoping it's going to bring awareness.
Absolutely. And I wish more communities would bring this kind of awareness. This is the first service dog memorial I am aware of. So I'm hoping that other communities use this as an example. And I think we actually have a problem right now in Canada with our nationality and drawing attention to veterans and helping people re-recognize that the reason we're here as a country and that we're still a democratic country is because of the sacrifices that previous veterans and men and women still serving are making for Canada today.
Okay, well, very good. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention about it?
No, I cannot give Cindy and her son Kyle enough credit for creating this initiative.
It's amazing.
And pushing it and making it come to fruition. So hats off to them, and I hope a lot of people in town come out and support. And if you can't come here today, then please reach out to her and her organization and find out what you can do to help support a veteran in your community.
And this is right in Kimberley, right at the Platzel.
I know. This is a beautiful little community. And what a great way to showcase it.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay.
Yep.
This long-awaited celebration of gratitude and recognition. Today we gather to honor a remarkable but sometimes overlooked kind of soldier, the service canine. These dogs are not just companions, they are lifesavers, protectors, and healers. I stand here alongside many others as someone who has personally witnessed the profound impact service dogs can have. Whether wearing a vest or not, they provide essential safety and emotional stability to our veterans, RCMP, and first responders. In doing so, they also make our communities a better and safer place. Dogs have stood beside humans for 30,000 years, serving in many roles. While the scope of their contributions is vast, today we focus on a very specific and vital role, that of the service dog supporting our military and first responders. This in no way diminishes the many other people and communities that benefit from these incredible animals, but today this is our focus. A statue is more than bronze and stone. It's a testament. A monument stands because something is worth remembering. This monument is more than a sculpture. It's a symbol, a reminder that those who put themselves in harm's way rarely return unchanged. It represents not just sacrifice, but resilience. The vital role service dogs play in that ongoing battle. Today, we proudly unveil the statue of Phelan, a service dog whose actions speak louder than any words. Woo! a young military veteran who had risked his life in service to all of us, far from home. That young man is my son, and sadly, he is not alone. In war and in crisis, there are no unwounded. The same is true for our RCMP officers and first responders who face danger each and every day. To the people of Kimberley, your passion and support has empowered us in this journey. At Military Ames, we've always sought to honor the military, RCMP, and first responders. In fact, we see the RCMP as a bridge between those two groups, uniting the spectrum of service. As someone who helped bring this monument to life, I'm incredibly proud to see it stand here today. It's a reflection of our commitment to remembrance, to education, and to the deep bonds between service members and their canine partners. For those who continue to carry their service long after the mission ends, this monument stands with you. It's my distinct honor to unveil the legacy of Phelan today. This monument is for all of Kimberley and beyond. We hope you will take the time to learn from it, reflect on it, and most importantly, teach your children. Teach them this is not something to climb on, but something to look up to. Dana, can you join me for a minute?
We certainly don't need the booster, but we use it anyway. I'm just really grateful and proud to be here today as the MLA for Columbia River Revelstoke. Kimberley is my home, and I couldn't be prouder to have this wonderful monument as a permanent fixture in our community. I just wanted to start with a personal story about Phelan and the first time that I met her. Anybody in this community who was lucky enough to meet Kyle and Phelan when they first moved to the community. Phelan was a larger-than-life presence here, and it was she was somebody that you never forgot. The first time I met her was at the Pedal and Tap restaurant here in the Plateau, and she walked in with Kyle and sat down at the table. Now, Phelan, being her size, overlooked the entire spread of food that was on the table and could have easily, with one move, eaten everybody's food. And it was just such an incredible display of her training and her obedience and her dedication to Kyle. And she was really an integral part of this community. And like I said, if you saw her and were lucky enough to meet her, you certainly never forgot her. As I said, folks, I'm really proud to be here today. I've been able to be friends with Kyle for a number of years and to work with him at the high school, especially around Remembrance Day, and to be able to bring his companions up to the school was not only obviously really important for Kyle, but it was really important for the young people at the school. And I wanted to touch on that just a little bit because as a legislator, I have a duty to try and provide the best that I can for the communities which I represent, and I think there's a potential here for service dogs in our school system to help children from kindergarten to grade 12 who are struggling with anxiety, with trauma potentially, autism, and a number of potential emotional dysregulation challenges. I think there's a tremendous opportunity to overcome some of these policy barriers in place that prevent that from happening, because I've seen it firsthand, the impact that a service dog can have on a child's life. And I think it's a tremendously important piece of the puzzle that we look at as providing safe and inclusive spaces for children at school, is looking at providing a stable presence of service dogs in school. And that's going to be something that I'm going to push for as your MLA throughout the next few years. I'm just tremendously honored to be here. Even more so, I have a friend and colleague, Rosalind Bird, the MLA for Prince George Valemont, has come to be a part of this day. She's also our military and veteran liaison within our caucus and the official opposition. And I'm just tremendously proud that she's able to be here to be part of this day as well. I just want to thank Cindy and Kyle, the city, all of our veterans here who are here for this special day. This is just something that is now a permanent staple within our community, and just really proud to be here and to celebrate this day with all of you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott. It is our privilege to welcome Royal Canadian Navy officer Rosalind Bird, retired, who Scott just spoke to, who served in the Navy for 23 years. Rosalind continues to serve as the current member of the Legislative Assembly for Prince George Valemount, and she's a military and veteran liaison with the Government of Canada. We'd like to invite you, Rosalind, to say a few words as part of this meaningful dedication.
Service takes away sight. So thank you so much. Thank you to the Village of Kimberley. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Kyle, for sharing your stories and making part of your journey part of the communities. I have to admit, when they unveiled Phelan, I had no idea that your previous service dog looked like Mason, and so it kind of really threw me off for a minute there and got me kind of teary. So Cindy mentioned sometimes dogs wear vests and sometimes dogs don't wear vests. So I had a tremendous struggle when I left the forces. I was very unwell for a long time. And I tried a number of things, and I joked with Sue yesterday. I took a workshop with her yesterday about how to control breathing and how to control and, techniques that we can help use to manage stress in our life, and she does it through golfing. It's sort of ironic because I took a year of golf lessons when I retired, and it was the worst thing I ever did. And then I got a dog. And that dog not only changed my life, that dog saved my life, literally. And I would not be here today without Mason. So, this is something that I take very seriously. It's something that I think has to have more recognition, and that's why I was absolutely thrilled when I got the invite. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Cindy, and asked to participate today. One of my goals as the military and veteran liaison is to push our new Veterans Affairs Minister and try and get funding reinstated for veterans and these dogs, and that includes RCMP and first responders. These are not just animals, as you can see, and as you have witnessed today. These are members of our community, and they're extremely important. So my encouragement to you, if you are not involved and you don't know how to support a veteran, or you would like to be more involved in supporting our veterans, they continue to serve, they have served, and they have given up a tremendous amount to live in the incredible country we call Canada. And we have a democratic process here, and it is because veterans continue to uphold the values and the mechanisms that keep that in place. And we as Canadians, we need to remember that, we need to honor it, we need to cherish it, and we need to protect it. And we do that in supporting our veterans, past and currently serving. So please, I would encourage your entire community to take part in whatever events that honor these individuals. So thank you very much for coming out today. I know it means a tremendous amount to Kyle, Cindy, all of the other veterans that are here. So well done, Kimberley. Well done.
Thank you, Rosalind. As we unveil the Service Dog Monument, a tribute to the bond between veterans and their service dogs, we're reminded that PTSD never goes away. But the good news is it can get better. It's an honor to invite veteran T.D. Brown, retired, to share a short story. A story especially in light of a recent loss of a military brother due to the demons of PTSD. This story carries a truth that deserves to be heard.
begin with, veterans don't come back to society. Most of us were never part of society. We joined the military when we were young. So we left at 18, straight from school into the machine. We didn't grow up in this world. We learned to fight, to shut up, and to move, to follow orders, and very emotional. When it ended, they said, "Welcome back." Back to what? To a life we never knew actually lived. We were trained for war, but never trained to live after. Now you're here, trying to figure out who you are. You're not broken. You're surviving in the world you're familiar with. It almost feels as if you are foreign. So basically, that's what it is. We joined young. We didn't know society. We come back. You're lost. So for me, these things are quite emotional. It was one of our brothers who took his life. Sorry. So, and I thank Cindy for inviting us here, even though there was not a lot of us. I'm working on it. We like coming up here to Kimberley. We like the people. We like Kimberley. We like the ceremony here at the Cenotaph. This year was a bad year. We got a lot of guys down with medical issues, strokes, knee operations, the loss of Bob. But otherwise, there's 4 of us here. We were not going to miss this. This is for us, for you, and every veteran that's out there. So, I thank you very much. I thank Cindy, Sue, even though I didn't do very well with the golf, Kyle, and the city of Kimberley. Thank you very much.
Yesterday, myself and several retired veterans and RCMP had the privilege of spending the day with Sergeant Sue Harvey, retired, her service K-9 Willow, and her helpful daughter Freddie. Sue served in the U.S. Army, and then she dedicated 13 years to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Following her medical release from the RCMP, she has focused her efforts on helping other veterans, RCMP officers, and first responders navigate their own journeys. She continues to lead by example. Her journey inspires others to seek help, find hope, and believe in the possibility of healing. It is both an honor and a privilege to invite Salty Sarge to speak. As someone who truly understands the profound value of this service dog monument, like many veterans and first responders, Sue brings a perspective shared by experiences that most of us can only imagine and would never wish for. Sue?
The moment I heard from Cindy and she invited me to come join you all at this event, I don't think there was even like 10 seconds of thought. It was like, when and where, I'm there. And the fact is that as a veteran, as a retired police officer who's navigated the, let's just say, eventful journey of post-traumatic stress and other operational stress injuries, the largest and most impactful part of my entire journey have been my service dogs. And so to honor a service dog and to honor the life that they saved as part of their role as our backup, it's not even a question. And I couldn't think of being anywhere else today. I had to make a hard choice in my career when I was trying to fight for my mental health in my role, and I asked for the opportunity to bring my service dog to work with me, and that opportunity did not go over well. And understanding the obstacles that are in place for people that are looking to help and get better and navigate the journey, knowing that they need help. It means so much to have a community, have government leaders, have everybody here today behind the meaning of this monument and behind this entire movement. So I wasn't fortunate enough to have people that were as supportive in my chain of command when it mattered. But I realized that my experience wasn't necessarily a negative one, because it allowed me to grow. And it allowed me to take all the steps to be able to get the experience and be here today with these incredible individuals. If you didn't know it, you would have probably thought that I knew every single one of the people up here for a long time. In reality, I only met them yesterday. But the moment my battle buddies need help, the moment they need support, doesn't matter, we are there. And that's what our service dogs give us every day, so that we can continue to be there for ourselves, for battle buddies, and for our communities. So with overwhelming gratitude, I thank you all for coming out here today. I thank you, Cindy and you, Kyle, for welcoming me here, and thank you so much.
Retired. Sue beat me to it, but I want to thank all our special guests, which is every single one of you. Of course, the MLAs, liaison to the veteran community of us to the top and back and forth. This is the amount of power I have right now. This is a lot. So, Rosalind Bird, Scott McInnes, Sue Harvey, Salty Sarge, best name to take ever. Willow, yes, you are leaps and bounds for your age. And I didn't, pun intended, not intended, sort of. Veteran Dana Irving, retired. Couldn't have done this without you. Your wisdom has been invaluable. I hope that your example can echo through and be a known legacy. Want to thank everyone that's supported us throughout this. Not often you get thousands of people to sign anything, and say, yeah, we agree, we like your idea. The people that donated money, donated time, people that stopped by with a kind word while we were doing the work. All that support it's incredibly impactful and important. You know, that it's just massive. And special thanks to everybody that made a journey. You know, it's not always easy to put that one foot in front of the other and get moving. Now I'm hearing, okay. I didn't wear my hearing aids either, so if I thought I heard something, but not. You have what can't be taught, Sue. You have the gift of speech, the gift of that leadership, and the example. You have a way of breaking down that lesson in a way that is absolutely digestible and transcends the original example to other situations. And I told you a little bit earlier today, you know, we don't know the impact we might have. You're making an impact. Sometimes it might not feel that way. You are definitely doing amazing. So, on that note, I would like to give you a little something for on your wall or your desk in our appreciation. So I'm not going to unwrap it. I'll let you unwrap it. My fingerprints will stay off. So.
That's so good. He's got willow on it.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
So this portion's a little more serious. Today we honor the men and women in uniform. Veterans, RCMP, and first responders, and their families, and all of those who have given their lives for this country. Many of us here today are veterans who struggle in silence. Every day is a challenge. We fight to stay strong. We fight to hold each other up. And sometimes, we just fight for another day. We're there for each other. Sometimes the community doesn't understand what it is to be a veteran or first responder. We forgive you for that and acknowledge it is not easily understood.
The scars you don't see. Nobody knows what is held inside. The guns and bombs and memories still alive. You can read my lips, but what about my mind? The scars are hardest to find. Nobody knows what is inside. The countless images forever engraved. The pain and sorrow replayed in my mind. A piece of me will always be left behind. Nobody knows what is held inside. Certain noises never forgotten. The simple noises, because magnified, the door slams, now bullets fly. Nobody knows what is held inside. The pressure grows like a rocket in the sky. No time to cry or grieve. People to save, soldiers to lead. Nobody knows what is held inside. These are the scars that are left behind. So you and I could both be free. Remember the scars you do not see.
He wore his uniform with honor, but the burden he carried was too heavy. Post-traumatic stress took him away. The battlefield never could. Rest easy, soldier. Your duty is done. Cindy Posnikov will also lay a wreath in memory of all our brothers and sisters we have lost and continue to lose to the invisible wounds of war as they battle the mental health toll of post-traumatic stress.